Well, good afternoon, everybody. I hope you're all well. If you just take note of the bits and pieces around the about switching presenter view, feel free to ask questions on the conversation panel. We'll try and answer those at the end of the webinar, or alternatively, if you'd like to connect afterwards, we can do that offline. Make sure that your speakers and headsets are live and turned on. Hopefully you can hear me. I think we'll start. So welcome. Welcome to the second webinar in our short series around smart packaging, intelligent packaging and smarter barcodes in this particular instance. My name's Chris Waterhouse. I look after my company IDI Pack. As I say, we'll talk about smarter barcodes. And it is the second in the series, so let's move on. Okay, so just a quick word about IDI Pack. We're a packaging and supply chain consultancy. We're based in Petersfield in Hampshire in the UK. It's about 45 miles from Heathrow Airport and therefore London. We work for multiple companies, large multinationals, people like BASF, GlaxoSmithKline, Syngenta, Liz Earle, Glanbia in the food industry, through to smaller local businesses, a variety of sizes. So what these different sizes of businesses give us, a range of challenges and the type of support required. It also allows us to understand and then develop our solutions to different audiences, as it were. So we get to see an awful lot of stuff, we get to see an awful lot of people, and an awful lot of challenges, which gives us, hopefully, we're well placed for positioning ourselves in this sort of area. So what we're going to talk about today is the smart barcodes. What is a smarter barcode? What is a smart barcode? And we'll also briefly look at the other smart devices in the marketplace, just do a quick review of what they are and the sorts of things that are about. Then we'll talk about smarter barcodes, what they're used for, an example, for example, in patient adherence, and perhaps a little bit about the analytics that are available. I would urge you not just to consider pharmaceuticals, it just happens to be one of the best examples we've got, but we will show you some of the little bits and pieces through a demonstration, and hopefully show you some of the benefits of the approach, and a few words at the back end as a conclusion. So the smart barcode, what is it? Basically, it is the barcode that you already had on your retail pack. It's a unique technology, it's a novel technology. We read the barcode with a camera on your mobile phone, and what it does then is connect the existing barcode into an intelligent two-way communication device, which can be controlled by the user through menu systems, and also the content is delivered by the brand. So the portal is where the brand connects to. Also, interestingly enough, because it's owned by the brand, unless you want to, you don't have to deliver the advertisements and so on and so forth that are so irritating in a lot of other media. The rich media is delivered through the portal and onto the mobile phone. Just for information as well, just a slightly weird statistic, there are, in terms of combinations, number combinations, there are a trillion. Now, I'm not a clever guy, but that's an awful lot of zeros. So it gives us a unique fingerprint on the activities happening. So how it works in simple terms, and as I say, I'll show you the demonstration later. We would download the app from Google or from the App Store. You would register on the app, and then from there, the app is a camera, basically, and you access the augmented barcode. It's not augmented reality, it's the augmented barcode. So the barcode is given certain properties, and then it is a secure item. There is no information held in the barcode itself. It's exactly the same barcode that you'd print as part of your process. The process itself and the connecting is all done through this digital bridge. It's completely separate to the process, to the print process. So for the pack techs out there and the artwork guys, this is something that you have to do nothing for. You have to do nothing with it. It is the existing retail barcode. And from that we can deliver through the portal, through the mobile phone, rich media content. That's videos, audio, promotions, recipes, the adherence in terms of reminders. We have a reorder or return functionality as well. And there's so much more. To be honest, the limitations are only driven by what you can do in terms of the marketing and the imagination of the folks that are doing things. So, from there, and to give you a small example here, the smarter barcode, the comparators are QR codes. You've got your NFC tags, thin film printed electronics, augmented reality, watermarks, and a plethora of other things, bits and pieces. Now they all have their place, don't get me wrong, this is not the only technology, but what we've found so far, that of all the technologies available, this particular one, the smarter barcodes, is probably in our view the most attractive. It's highly flexible, and because the technology is delivered from the portal, it has unlimited potential. Anything that can be driven through the app, through the portal, away you go. It's also highly cost effective. It uses existing real estate on the cartons, as I said. Unlimited content, audio, videos, discount codes. The other thing as well to bear in mind is because it's through the mobile phone, it's geolocated as well. So when you want to make offers in a particular geography, you can do that driving the information through the connection, the secure connection between the phone user and the brand. So, as I say, it's a complete and highly effective. I think we've lost ourselves there a second. Okay, so what we do is download the app. You create your personal detail, minimal and configurable by brand. We scan the smarter barcode using the smart reader, which is the phone itself, and the physical ID is tied to the digital ID in the database. So we get this linkage between the phone itself and the person and the brand. So the portal at the other end, which is the brand end of things, is configurable. For each and every brand, you can change the branding elements. You can change the skins within there. You can vary it by territory, and the portal is showing as a brand, as I say. The brand information is managed by internal folks within the company, and this brand portal sits inside your firewall or wherever else you want it to sit. The data, as I say, is managed from the brand. Sorry about that. So the portal is managed by the brand itself and is configurable, as I say. The update is in real time. So, for example, when one scans the barcode, unlike QR codes and a lot of other things, that's locked data. With this system, we have a situation where you scan the barcode itself, you scan and the information that comes through today, and you scan it again tomorrow, you might get different data if that's what the brand chooses to do, which gives you huge flexibility. Presents the opportunity to deliver offers, discount codes. For instance, if you're a Champions League game, you might get the half-time results. You buy an extra beer, you can get a replay of the goals, something of that nature. All great and interactive type stuff, connecting the brand, very importantly, with the consumer. So, a small explanation and then a demonstration. So, we have the barcode, standard barcode, we have the code itself, and we work through a set of menus, which I say will take you through. This takes you through to the talking information, which is the first piece of the jigsaw. So the talking barcode provides you with, or talking packaging provides you with information related to the delivery of messages. Now, the information, the audio file is delivered in the language that the phone is set to. So if you're an English guy and you're in Russia, for example, and you want to buy your pharmaceutical, your headache pills or whatever you've got, too much vodka perhaps, you get a situation where the information you're getting is in Russian. Now, I don't speak Russian, but I do speak English, and my phone is set to English. What I would receive would be a audio file, audio message to me in English. Russian guy would receive, from scanning the same barcode, would receive Russian. The Hungarian guy would receive it in Hungarian, and so forth. So it gives you this opportunity to customize for particular individuals in the different countries. So with the migration changes and people moving around the world so readily these days, it allows you to deliver the messages in audio files irrespective of the barcode. It takes you to the language of the phone. So great stuff. It also provides a real option around where literacy is not as great as it could be. It provides an opportunity to deliver messages about protective equipment in the agrochemical businesses, to deliver safety information about drugs, and all those sorts of good things in a language that somebody will understand direct from the barcode. All they need is the phone plus the barcode and the app, of course. So with literacy, of course, one would have to build in glyphs for the icon within the menu system. Clearly you can't read a menu. So from there we take ourselves through, and as I say, with rich media, everything from where to inject the needle, how does your asthma inhaler work, how to dispense and measure something accurately, anything of that nature we can feed in through the rich media system. The clinicians can provide, for instance, a video device on side effects if they want, if that was something that the company would chose to do. It can also build in reminders, which I think is a very powerful thing for the takers of the medicines, for example, particularly on pharmaceuticals where adherence is a major issue. So we also have the buddy system, which comes after the from taking the barcode and taking the adherence app. We're able to set up a buddy system. So the buddy system is where if you don't take your drugs, the buddy is able to reconfirm to the individual who's supposed to take the drugs, have you taken your drugs, don't you think you ought to, and so on and so forth. So all those things, and again through vitamins, for instance, through whatever systems you want to use, it provides a reminder type system. So, and now we get to the analytics briefly. So again, anonymized if necessary for pharmaceuticals, for agrochemicals maybe not so much, for the food industry absolutely. What it provides is this D2C connection. So it's the brand through to the customer, right the way through, direct to the customer. So you get this D2C connection through this digital ID, you know where folks are. This is information that's typically held at the point of the supermarket chain, through loyalty cards, those sorts of things. This is delivering this information that can be used subsequently in brand, depending on the business, of course, but through the brand we can deliver information. So hopefully now I will be able to show you, and the reporting is back into, it's anonymized as I say, to and from the brand into the world of analytics. What we're going to do now is transfer through to another little bit of software, which I'm going to ask for some help on. Okay, I'm going to presentable content. Okay, I'm going to now present to you. Well, I'm hoping so. You're now going to see, this is my cell phone. No, it's not. Yes, it is. So my cell phone. So what I have here is the system. I'm going to say to it, we're going to now scan a barcode. So the barcode itself, I'm going to show you firstly the pharmaceutical version. So the phone is scanning the retail barcode, and hopefully you're now going to pick up some of the...
Excedrin is used to treat pain caused by tension headaches, migraine headaches, muscle aches, menstrual cramps, arthritis, toothaches, The common
So this is providing us this initial welcome information about the product itself, and it's all through the talking packaging thing. We then have an opportunity to look at other things like the science of headaches, experience of migraine, those sorts of things, discount coupons, and in this case the corporate story for GlaxoSmithKline. So the signs of headaches, it's going to provide us...
Whether you're under pressure, under the weather, or just hit by a sudden storm of pain, virtually all of us have experienced a headache at some point or another.
So we're able to provide...
what doctors call tension-type headaches, and they can feel like a giant rubber band.
So we're able to provide a situation where we can provide that video-type content out of the rich media content. We can also provide coupons. So a coupon, a 5% discount on your next purchase, those sorts of things. All these become available as part of the thing, as part of the brand itself and the instructions. The instructions themselves, we now have medicinal adherence. So this is the sort of screen that you would see. So what it's saying to us, you take 2 tablets 3 times per day. You would set what time do you want to take it and how many minutes, and it will allow you to then set a reminder. Okay, it will go through the process, and after a while we set it up again and again and again. It gives us little warnings as necessary. Hugely powerful, hugely important tool. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is show you another little video, which is for our colleagues in the food industry. So what we're getting there is a message. Hopefully you can hear that.
Get the most out of every morning with Dolce Gusto.
Okay, so that's giving us information about the product. This is what we're talking about. We then get into media, and now we're linking into how your machine works. So in the food industry, this might be a information about the product itself. It might be something about the content of the machine, how to refill it. It could be in pharmaceuticals, how to use an injector or an asthma inhaler. It might be something like in the agrochemical world, how to dose something, how to measure something, all those sorts of things. So hugely important. The rich media is provided typically from your own information, from your own databases of rich media, of videos, of advertisements, and all those sorts of things. We can also offer recipes. The recipe itself is coming through. Quite simply a PDF. It's got information. So again, scanning the barcode gives you an example here of the sort of the nutritional benefits or not of this particular product, of this particular recipe. So it's allowing you to provide the link between the package, the salt content, and other messages you want to provide, maybe through sustainability, maybe through whatever else, other things you're wishing to share. So, moving back now to the main content, which I'm hoping can arrive in a second or two, rather than having to look at me. Okay, so sorry about that, we ended up at the same place again. So as I say, we've delivered a number of things through analytics, through the smarter barcodes. So the benefits fundamentally of the smart barcodes. So it's accessible. You know, it is via any mobile device with a camera. There's no packaging changes. It's the existing EN 128 barcode. Hugely cost effective. It's delivered through the portal. It's also secure. Because there's no information on the pack, it's secure. We can also link this as well to provenance processes. Certainly we are investigating at the moment, working with actually I can't really tell you, to be honest, but basically it's from seed to plant. So tracking a seed through all its journeys, through the different doses it's received, that becomes quite an interesting area for a number of different industries. We can support that provenance, as I say, anti-counterfeit also. We've got that content management, the campaigns running. That works very, very well. It's also got the audio files, as we talked about, the multilingual delivery of the audio files through the camera, the phone language, sorry. And that D2C communication channel, that rich media, providing that direct link, the ability to talk between brand to the client itself. And that gives real-time customer data, consumer data. Who, where, what, when, what are they looking at, what are they interested in, and all sorts of things, and linking you to the other formats that may be available and may be part of your brand strategies. It also can carry unlimited content. It's delivered from the portal, so basically you can have as much as you like on there. It works incredibly well. Excuse me. So the smarter barcode, that multi-functionality within the one technology. It opens that new secure channel between the brand and the consumer. It's an easy customer journey. All you have to do is incentivize the customer to make sure he scans, or firstly downloads the app and downloads the barcode. In the same way that you would have for a blipper or for a whatever other augmented reality, NFC tags, those sorts of things. It's available also for every phone that has a camera, unlike perhaps some models of phone which aren't able to read NFC tags, for example. And it enables the brands to control and change the campaigns in real time by territory. That secure two-way relationship between the brand and the consumer. Very important and very effectively delivered. So that's all I have for now. We'd welcome the opportunity to see whether you have any feedback through your questions. We do have some questions. First question, is the technology available today? Is there anything that's already been launched in the marketplace? At this time, the technology is absolutely available. You saw the demonstrations. It's just a case of linking the portal content through the software systems into the barcodes that are already on your packs, so it's relatively quick. Is there anything already in the market? The answer to your question is no. It was only launched as a product in September. We're working with our partners at the moment. There are a number of projects ongoing. Those projects are looking to launch, I would say, in the first month of next year. So very early Q1 of 2018. So you will start to see these barcodes arriving and being available for use, particularly in those sort of high-end type operations where there's real value with adherence. How long does it take to set up is the next question. As I say, the fundamentals are already there. The portal itself is available, or will be available, could be positioned. That's an IT issue, depending on your company where you want to put the portal, but that's a simple storage area. And our projects at the moment are looking like about 6 weeks, typically. The biggest issue generally is, do you have all the information, audio files, that kind of thing, which we can help you with, translations of information, those sorts of things. Okay, I have also another question, if I can see it. Lost it. Okay. The next question is the adherence module. Does that have calendar functions for non-standard prescriptions? So if you have to take one in the first week, 2 in the second week, 1 in the third week, for example, or long periods of time where things get forgotten, absolutely. Yeah, we can also import from the prescription data from the doctors. That works and is working quite nicely. So as the world moves towards e-prescriptions, there's no reason why we can't download it into the app to give the absolute personal link between the patient and the doctor, bypassing the pharmaceutical company, to be fair. But that gives us that facility. The next one, we touched on it briefly. The reorder function. How is it different from the Amazon Dash button system? Well, Amazon Dash tends to be what is a single product type system, as we understand it, and it also costs you, I think in the UK, probably around £5, £4.99, something of that nature. So what you're getting with this is you can reorder the product that you've got on the system. It's available to you, and it's basically free to the individual. So once you've set up your account with the supplier, you're just paying for the product. You're not paying for the app itself. And the final question I have at the moment: is there a cost to the customer? The answer to that is no, basically. Fundamentally, the app itself is a free app. The person using the app then has access. The cost of the augmented information is sat with the brand. They load up the information, and they're obviously providing the rich media, the discount codes, whatever that might be, as a service to their clients. Out of that, they're receiving hopefully goodwill, benefit, and all those other good things that the brands are looking for, that connectivity. By receiving that, they get customer loyalty. Customer loyalty equals reorders, repurchases, and all those sorts of things. I know for a fact, from a personal perspective, when Amazon pepper me with information about would you like to replace and purchase a new toner for your inkjet printer, or whatever it happens to be, for your printer, a desktop printer, I tend to buy it if I need one. It tends to happen because I'm busy, like a lot of you, or like all of you guys are, and as a consequence, you take the easy route in many ways. So, highly interesting. The imagination is the only thing that limits the capabilities of this particular system. As I say, it works cross formats, cross media, highly effectively. So, from me, that is me for now. I hope you guys have enjoyed it. Please feel free to connect with me on LinkedIn. We will be posting this. We've recorded this particular webinar. We're going to post it on our website, www.idnipack.com, and it'll be available in the next couple of days. We'll get around to posting it on there. So thank you for your time. Really appreciate it. Hope you've enjoyed it. Please, as I say, please feel free to connect at your leisure. Thanks very much. Have a good afternoon. Have a great day. Cheers.